Hello and welcome to Never a Truer Word. I'm Jack Fox and this is where we look at the words that people choose to use to see if they're telling the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And this is a podcast exclusive looking at reality TV and the programme Love is Blind. Season 10, episode 7 to be exact, because this is when Alex and Ashley met Ashley's family and in particular her father. And her father, after the meeting, said this.
I'm not saying he is a bad person, but I don't think honesty is his strength.
And I'm going to show you why the words that Alex used led Ashley's dad to feel that way, that he wasn't being honest. You see, he's a divorce lawyer. So in his time, he has met a whole load of creeps and liars and manipulators and abusers, and he will recognize the language patterns that they have. And you've probably met your fair share of creeps and manipulators, abusers in your life as well. And when someone feels wrong to you, it could well be that you are remembering the language patterns that those bad people in your life used, and you're feeling suspicious because these people are talking the same way. It could be someone in your life, it could be someone on TV like Alex here. But that red alert that goes off in your head, that uneasy feeling you get, that feeling of suspicion, could be down to you recognizing the words that they use. So let's break down what Alex said and why it sounded so dodgy. We'll start by listening to this part where Ashley's dad is asking Alex if he has licenses to do the business that he wants to do. Have a listen.
Do you have any licenses right now?
So they've expired on my end because I wasn't sure I was going to go back into finance. I want to get into crypto as well.
Can you believe there are two red flags in that very short answer? Number one, he was asked a very specific question that could have been answered with yes or no. Do you have any licenses right now? And Alex doesn't say yes or no. That's a red flag that he's going to give an explanation rather than just giving a straight answer to the question. Why? He doesn't think the straight answer to the question, which is obviously no, will serve him well. So instead he tells a story. The other red flag is that he flags up, I'm going to give an explanation. I'm going to reframe the question by answering, and the answer starts with the word so. So, when you hear so as the start of an answer, it means someone's reframing and they're going to give you an explanation rather than directly answering your question. Have another listen.
Do you have any licenses right now?
So they've expired on my end because I wasn't sure I was going to go back into finance. I want to get into crypto as well.
Do you want some more red flags? Okay, have a listen to this.
Yeah, they've divorced. He was not the greatest person.
How so?
Physically abusive for sure. I did get beaten a decent amount growing up and didn't kind of have that love from him.
What's wrong with that? The lack of pronouns. When he's asked how his stepdad wasn't the greatest person, he doesn't say he was physically abusive and add his stepdad in there. He just says physically abusive, but he doesn't actually say who was physically abusive. He also said decent amount of beatings. He doesn't say who gave him the beatings using any pronouns there at all. I doubt whether that happened. What you do see is there is a pronoun when he talks about not getting the love from him. Have a listen. Spot those missing pronouns.
Yeah, they've divorced. He was not the greatest person.
How so?
Physically abusive for sure. I did get beaten a decent amount growing up and didn't kind of have that love from him.
So you can see this will all be adding up in Ashley's father's feelings. He might not consciously recognize it, but he will just be hearing all these red flags from someone whose words don't paint a full picture. Here's some more, and can you spot the contradictions here? Who showed him what makes a good husband?
My grandparents definitely stepped in and were the ones that kind of showed me exactly what that type of love was. And the way I kind of say it and how I said it in the pods was, I feel as though I learned how to be a phenomenal husband and a phenomenal father by learning the inverse of that.
Who's your male role model? Your grandfather?
Absolutely.
So his grandparents showed him what love was, but then how he learned about being a good husband is the opposite of that. And then his grandparent is his male role model? It doesn't add up. Once more, this will be going off in Ashley's father's mind of going, what the hell is this guy saying? The same when he heard this.
So, what'd you study?
I was a communications major, and then I went to finance right afterwards.
You studied finance or went into the field of finance?
I went into the field of finance right after.
Did you spot that one? He wants to make it sound like he studied finance, but he doesn't actually say he studied finance, and Ashley's dad straight away asks the clarifying question. Would you have been sharp enough to do that? Or would you just have gone, oh, he was talking about what he studied and he mentioned finance? Or would you have gone, curious, you said you studied communication, but you didn't say you studied finance. Let me ask a clarifying question. And this is something manipulators do all the time. They give you an impression with their words, but they don't lie. So if they ever get caught, they can say, I didn't say I studied finance. Just listen to what I said. I didn't say I studied finance. I said I moved into finance. Have another listen to how this works.
So, what'd you study?
I was a communications major, and then I went to finance right afterwards.
You studied finance or went into the field of
I
finance?
went into the field of finance right after.
And it's similar here, where he's talking about his job options. And at first he makes it sound like he's got a real secure job to go to. Then he clarifies it a little bit.
Wholesaling position down in Southwest Florida as well, that I'm currently involved in or interviewing for as well.
You can see how naturally it comes to him. Yeah, it's a job I'm currently involved in. Well, that makes it sound like you've got it. And then he says, I'm interviewing for, which is really not anything solid at all.
Wholesaling position down in Southwest Florida as well, that I'm currently involved in or interviewing for as well.
So remember, Ashley's dad's summing up.
I'm not saying he is a bad person, but I don't think honesty is his strength.
With so many red flags, it's no wonder he didn't think that Alex was being honest. Now, I'm here to help you put labels on these things, but you're probably feeling them inside yourself. If this interests you, then do follow this podcast, subscribe to this podcast, or check out my channel on YouTube, where I give you tips on how to understand the red flags when people are talking and could be deceiving you. Also, you can find a podcast called How Words Work by Jack Fox, and that will also help you take that language out of your words when you talk. I hope you found this useful. Do let me know if there's anything in reality TV you ever spot, because it's often a fertile ground for liars, and Alex, I think, is full of it. I'll see you soon for something new from Never a Truer Word, and remember, the truth is always in the words.